Hey, welcome back. Today I'm continuing with my Declutter series. I'm doing my third and final blue drawer. So these are all of my dark blues. Now really quick, I think around when I recorded my first blue drawer, my light blues, I started rewatching the series. And as I was watching it, I found myself saying, oh, I should have decluttered that polish. I should have decluttered that polish. So what I did off camera is I went through all of my drawers again up until, this drawer. And I started decluttering more polishes. I have, I think, around 17 or 20 at the moment. And what I'm gonna do is at the end of this series, I'm gonna continue to, go through the drawers again, declutter off some more off camera. And then the final episode of this series is going to be me sharing all the polishes that I've decided to declutter. And then I think I will declutter my glitters in that video. And then at the end, I will do a slideshow of, swatch pictures of all the polishes that I'm decluttering. And then I'll do like a tally number on screen so you know how many I decluttered altogether. All right, let's go and get started. So initially when I reorganized all of my polishes, I gave myself 4 blue drawers. And then as I was reorganizing, I realized that I needed a second orange drawer, so I took away from the blues. So I have 3 blue drawers. This dark blue is stuffed to the brim. I don't have room for a single polish. And I really need to just kind of declutter. So hopefully I can declutter a handful, we'll see. Okay, so first one I have is Poetry Cowgirl, He Rides at Night. I got this one in a D-stash a few years ago and I haven't worn it. I want to swatch this on the nail wheel, remind myself how I feel about it because it is very pretty in the bottle. I just haven't really had an inkling to wear it, so let me swatch that. Okay, then we have Cuticula's Luminous Stone. And keep that one. Okay, we have Beasley's Lacquer Tartarus. Got this one from Rewind last year or the year before? 2021, but I believe the Rewind was 2022. Very beautiful. I'm going to keep that one. Okay, then we have Enchanted Polish Lakeview Cabin. Really pretty. I don't have any rich navy hollows. I think I have one other one. I have a Bluebird lacquer. They are different, but I will show you together when I come to it. Okay, then we have Beasley's Lacquer Come Out, Come Out. Definitely not getting rid of that. Look at that. That's beautiful. Okay, then we have Glam Polish Off With Their Heads. Look how pretty and interesting that is. I need to wear this one. I'm keeping that one. Okay, KB Shimmers Taped Out. This is one of their reflectives. It's already gotten thick and gloopy. It's one of the reasons I just don't love reflectives. Look at that. I mean, they get thick and gloopy instantly. So I need to restore this because I have found a way that I like to wear my reflectives. I like to do one thin coat over undies and then you get the sparkle factor, but you don't have the thick gloopiness. So I'm gonna go ahead and restore this one and keep it and try to wear it this winter over undies. Okay, then we have Cuticula's Dragon Glass. Definitely keeping that one. Okay, Glam Polish The White Wolf. I got this one from Maisha a couple years ago. I really need to wear this. I'm gonna try to wear it this winter. Put that on my winter rack. Okay, then we have Wildflower Lacquer Mr. Wildflower. Look at that, so beautiful. Definitely keeping that one. Okay, then we have Zoya's Ryan. I absolutely love this one. I'm not getting rid of this one. I have Zoya's Sailor. Where is it? Okay, so for years I had Zoya's Sailor, which was my only real navy cream. And then I always wanted Ryan because Ryan is my son's name. And I never got it because I had Sailor. And then finally I decided to just get it during one of their sales and I'm so glad I did because look at that. They're so different and they're so beautiful. I love them both. Definitely keeping them both. And then, let me see if I can find it. I recently picked up, when I went to lunch with Barb, I picked up an Essie. I don't see it, but when I get to it, I'll compare it to these two navies. Okay, then we have KB Shimmers with the band. So beautiful. I need to wear this one. It's so beautiful. I love those glowing flakes. I'm keeping that one. Okay, then we have Cuticula's By Its Glow. This is so pretty. Look at that. Beautiful. Definitely going to keep that one. Okay, Polished for Days Edge of the Galaxy. I have a lot of these kind of like purpley blue galaxy type polishes, so I want to set them aside and then we'll do some comparisons. Okay, then we have Bluebird Lacquer Front and Centaur. This is so gorgeous. I need to wear this. Look, it matches. Let me know, this type of blue, would you guys wear this in the summer or in the winter? Let me know. I'm leaning towards wearing it this summer because it's just so bright and beautiful, but I could also see it being appropriate for winter. So maybe it's appropriate for both. Okay, then we have Believe Beauty Caviar. I think I have another polish similar to this. Maybe a 9-0, so let me set this one aside and I'll do some comparisons. Oh, here's the blue, the navy blue hollow I was talking about. Bluebird Lacquer Ridin' Birdie. And I think you can see that they're different tones. I'm gonna keep both of those. Hopefully I can get to those these winter because they're both so beautiful. And this year I heavily got into navy blue, so I have a feeling I'm gonna love definitely gonna wanna wear those this winter. Okay, then we have Bee's Knees Lacquer. I Want to Peel You Like a Potato. This one is looking like it probably should go with my teals. So what happened is when I was gonna have that fourth blue drawer was going to be for all of my teals, because some of my teals, they're leaning green, some of them are leaning blue, some of them, I really don't know, should it be with blues, should it be with greens? And so I was going to have a fourth drawer that was just gonna be for all of those, is it blue, is it green? And then when I needed to take away a blue drawer, some of the polishes just got mixed in wherever they could fit. Some of them got put into green, some of them got put into blues. So I don't know, maybe in the future after this declutter, I might be able to finagle a way to have a fourth blue drawer and then I can have like a teal drawer. But either way, I'm keeping this. This is beautiful. Okay, then we have Super Natural Lacquer GABA. I got this one in a declutter. Very pretty. I'm going to keep that one. Okay, China Glaze Jagged Little Teal. This is another one that was going to go in my teal drawer. This one has an amazing formula. I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. Oh, I bet these two would be really pretty together as undies. Okay, then we have Quixotic Funny Creature. Look at that, really pretty. I'm gonna keep that one. Okay, Zoya's Indigo. Just picked this up when I was shopping with Barb and Krista. Actually, no, Krista picked this up for us. When we were together, there's only one left. Krista showed it to us. There's only one left. Barb and I both liked it, so I said, Barb, you take it. And then Krista ended up finding two of them at her TJ Maxx, and so she bought one for me. And then when I went to visit her in Idaho, she gave it to me. So the three of us are gonna try to triplet with this in the fall or the winter. Okay, I just picked this one up during Black Friday. This is so beautiful. It's Island P Comet. Look how amazing that is. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, then we have Wildflower Lacquer. Geralt Can Have All of My Coins. I'm keeping this one. I twinned with Carolina with that one. That one's a Witcher polish. Oh, here we go. This is the one that's similar to the Believe Beauty. So 9-0 Armis. They're very similar, aren't they? Not sure which one I like better, so I will compare them. Okay, then we have Island P Hush. This one also is starting to get a sticky cap. I got this one from my friend Laura. I don't love metallic oil slick type polishes unless they have a heavy shimmer factor built into them or some kind of flakies or some kind of like sparkle. This one is just a metallic oil slick. I have worn this before just, you know, to try it, and I don't love it. I don't see myself really wearing this one again. So I'm gonna go ahead and declutter that one. So we have at least one. Okay, then we have Pretty Sears. I have Copernicus. I think I have a handful of these dark navy blues with kind of like silver glitters or silver flakies. So let me set that one aside and we can compare them all. Okay, then we have Garden Path Lacquer Deep Field. Definitely keeping that one. Okay, oh, another navy. This one is Color Club Made in the USA. Very different. I'm gonna keep those because I'm very into navy now, and they all have different undertones. Okay, Wildflower Lacquer Stolen Flame. I'm gonna keep that one. I do need to restore it though. It came thick and gloopy. It had a really bad formula when I got it, and it's just gotten worse. So it definitely needs to be restored, and then I will use some kind of undies for this. Okay, then we have, oh, this is the Essie I was talking about. So when I was just with Barb, we went shopping and I came across this navy, Essie's Step Out of Line. And I was like, oh, I don't need it, but it's so beautiful. And I'm so into navy at the moment. And I kept putting it back. And then at the last minute, Barb was like, just get it, it's only $4. She's such an enabler. So I ended up getting it. It is a similar in swatches to the Sailor. They're looking very different in the bottles. However, their swatches are very, very similar. I don't need them, but I just bought this. I want to at least wear it once. So I'm going to keep it. These are the only 4 navies that I have, and I'm so into navy at the moment, so I know that they're definitely going to come in use for undies and stuff, so I'm just going to keep them. Okay, then we have Island P Interstellar. This one is really getting a sticky cap. This one and then the Hush are the only ones that I've ever come across for Island P that have the sticky caps. I know a lot of you complain about the sticky caps. This is the first time I've ever experienced it with Island P. This is one of my very oldest Island Ps. I will say, as far as the caps go, Island P has stellar customer service, and if you email them and tell them the caps are sticky, they will just mail you new caps. And from what I've heard, was Amy Sue? I think it was Amy Sue was telling me that because she reached out to them on my suggestion, and I believe they told her that they're working on different caps for the future so that they don't have this issue anymore. Anyway, so this is Interstellar. I'm gonna compare this. I know I have a bunch of these kind of like galaxy type polishes, so I'm gonna compare them all. I don't know for nostalgia purposes, because Island P is now one of my very favorite brands, and this is one of my oldest Island Ps. So for nostalgia purposes, I don't know if I'll keep that, if I'll get rid of that one, but I will compare it with all the others. Okay, then we have OPI's Light My Sapphire. It's a beautiful rich navy with that interesting silver sheen, which I don't have anything quite like it, although I don't know that this is a must-have. So let me set this aside and swatch that one. Okay, then we have Dullish Polish Bite My Shiny Metal Ass. I've had this for years and I've never worn it. I'm trying to get rid of as many of these minis as possible because they're finicky, like, I don't know, they're tiny, they're hard to work with, the brushes are so tiny, I don't know. So I feel like I can let this one go. I don't absolutely love it, and I don't enjoy working with the minis, so I'm gonna declutter that one. Okay, KB Shimmer's Spell Check. Amazing, definitely keeping that one. Okay, then we have China Glaze Dorothy Who. I finally got a hold of this one a few years ago. I'm gonna keep that one. Okay, Kale Polish Aquarius 2. I'm gonna keep this one. I have compared this to Zoya's Dream before, and they are different. They look similar, but they're very different, or they're different enough. So I'm gonna keep both of those. Okay, KB Shimmer I'm Onyx. It's another one of these kind of like galaxy type polishes, so I'll compare all of those. Okay, Heather's Hue Demeter. I love this one. I've worn it a few times already. Absolutely love it. It's amazing. Okay, then we have KB Shimmer Carpe Denim. It's another one of those kind of like inky navies with silver components in it, so I'll compare all of those. Oh, Edge of the Galaxy. I must have shown you guys this one. Yeah, so I guess I will compare this with all of the galaxy type polishes. Okay, Essie's Once in a Blue Moon. Compare that with all the blue silvers. Okay, oh, another one. Cuticula Home is Where the Haunt Is. I'm definitely not getting rid of this one, but I will compare it with the like navy blues with silver components. Okay, then we have Fair Maiden's Cyanam. I don't know how I feel about this one, so I'm going to swatch this on the nail wheel. Make a decision. All right, OPI's Chopstick and Stones. This is so gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, it's amazing. Haven't worn it yet, but I'm definitely keeping that. It's beautiful. Okay, China Glaze Splish Splash. So pretty. This one I believe dries matte or satin matte, which is really interesting and unique. I'm gonna keep that one. Running out of room here. Okay, then we have Color Club What a Gem, keeping all of my Color Club hollows. Okay, then we have, did I set any of these aside? I have a bunch of these kind of like rich foily blues, so I'm going to set them all aside and compare those. This one is Sally Hansen Wavy Blue. So set that one aside. Okay, then we have Mooncat House of Hades. This one did not have a good formula. It was 3 coats, and then even after 3 coats, there was a lot of balding. However, look at that. Once you built it up and you got it, well, I still had a bald spot, mine. But with better application, it's a beautiful polish. So I'm gonna keep it. I just need to do a little bit better application next time. But look, it's another one that matches my shirt. Wow. Beautiful. The formula is not good. Okay, then we have Beasley's Lacquer House on Haunted Chill. I'll go ahead and keep that one. Okay, Wildflower Potion. It's another one of these kind of galaxy ones, so I will keep this one. This one I got during Rewind, 2022, polish pickup. All right, so compare that with all the galaxy ones. Okay, China Glaze Sapphire Up. In case you're curious to the Chopstick and Stones, they're very different. They're looking kind of similar, but they have very different shimmer particles. So I'm gonna keep both of those. Okay, then we have Cuticula's Dreams Take Flight. I got this one from Krista. So initially with this polish, I was on the fence getting it from PPU, and I didn't get it. And then it came back for Rewind, and I was again on the fence. I believe it came back for Rewind, right? Yeah, came back for Rewind. This one is says March 2021. And then I didn't get it for Rewind. And then when I was with Krista one time, she didn't like this polish, and since I was still on the fence on whether or not I would like it, she, gave it to me. And I don't think I love it. It's beautiful and it's so interesting, but it doesn't have a good formula. So I'm gonna go ahead and declutter that one. Okay, then we have Kale Polish To the Stars. Beautiful. This is kind of similar in theory to the OPI and the China Glaze, but I'm keeping them. They're just so beautiful. Okay, then we have OPI's Nessie Plays Hide and Seek. This one is one that would have gone in like a teal drawer because is it blue, is it green? And then I have a bunch that I compared in my dark greens, I guess it would have, the aqua teals drawer of my greens. Like Zoya's Remy, Charla, I had a Kale polish, I compared them all. This one should have been compared with them, but because it was in this drawer instead of that drawer. I did compare these off camera. It is slightly different from the Zoya's Remy. It's different enough that I'm gonna keep it because Barb gave this to me and it is pretty, and the three of us, Barb, Krista, and I retripleted with this. So I do really like this one for that purpose. For sentimental reasons. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. Okay, then we have Zoya's Jen. This is actually looking very similar. All of these are kind of looking very similar. Maybe I should do a comparison. All right, I'll compare these 4. I'm feeling like I don't want to get rid of any of them, but I'll at least compare them. Okay, then we have Simple Colors. What is this one called? Pop It. So pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and keep that one. Okay, then we have Color Club Supernova. I think I'll compare this with the kind of like foily blues. Okay, then we have Emily Damali Already Done. Got this one from my friend Laura. I'm gonna go ahead and keep that one. Okay, another one of these kind of like foily ones. This one's looking like it's more purple. This one is NCLA Dead End Gorgeous. So I'll compare that with the blue foils. Okay, then we have Restored by Polish Sweata Weather. I'm gonna go ahead and keep that one. Okay, then we have Lollipop Posse and Further. It's looking like one of those galaxy type ones, so I will compare all of those. Then we have LA Colors Neon Jelly. This one is Razzle Berry. I've been keeping this one for dupe purposes, but I don't know. I don't love the formula on this one. And you guys know how I feel about these LA Color, the bottles, the brushes. I just don't love them. So if I don't absolutely love the polish, I don't want to keep them. And I just don't. Let me swatch this on my nail wheel and then I'll show you guys how it looks, and then you guys can, well, you guys can't make the decision for me, but you guys can give me your opinions in the comment section. Okay, then we have Kale Porter Miami, keeping this one. From what I've heard, this is a really good dupe for Sally Hansen's Pacific Sun, is that what it's called? I never had that one, so I can't compare them. Okay, then we have Cameo Colors Teos 1. It's another one of these kind of inky sky galaxy polishes, so I'll compare all of those. Okay, Quixotic Peruvian. Beautiful, I'm gonna keep that one. Okay, KB Shimmer Soul Blue. I'm gonna keep that one. I have a combo in mind with this one, I just haven't gotten to it. Okay, then we have Bluebird Lacquer Shut Your Pie Hole. It's looking like another one of these galaxy type polishes. Okay, KB Shimmer Why So Serious. Another one, so compare all those. Okay, Bee's Knees Lacquer FUCK from the Witcher collection, definitely keeping that one. Okay, 77 Aliens. It's another, wow, I have a lot of these like bluey purple shifting with little twinkles in them, like these galaxy type polishes. I have a ton of them. Okay, then we have Bluebird Lacquer Don't Flake Out. I'm gonna keep that one, that one's pretty. Oh, NCLA Lead Vocals Me. So this is the blue one. Okay, so these somehow both ended up in my blue drawer. I have one, I got these both from Olga. This one is more purple and this one is more blue. So this one, I'm going to just put it in with my purples because that's definitely leaning more purple. And then this one is the blue one. And honestly, if you can see, it's more like a bluey green. So I'm gonna keep that one, not compared to anything. All right, then we have Orly's It's Brittany Beach. I'm gonna try to wear this year. Would you guys wear this kind of like with the Bluebird? Would you wear this in the summer? That's what I'm leaning towards. It's Brittany Beach. With that name, you should wear it in the summer anyways, right? Okay, BZ's Lacquer, Look at His Little Boots. I'm gonna go ahead and keep that one. Okay, then we have Restored by Polish, Fatal Flaw. I love this one. I wore this when I was in Idaho with Krista. This is so beautiful. I borrowed Rich Navy undies from her. This is amazing. I love this polish. Definitely keeping that. Okay, then we have Dreamland Lacquer While Rome Burns. This is another one that would have gone in that teal drawer because is it blue? Is it green? Okay, keeping that one. All right, then we have Cadillac. I got this one from Krista. This is Galaxies. Definitely keeping that one. Can't believe she didn't like this, but she didn't like the tone on her skin tone. Okay, Native War Paint, Berry Cobbler. I've had this one for many, many years. I believe at this point I only have maybe like 3 or 4 Native War Paints that I've kept, and I've decluttered all the rest because their formulas do not have good longevity, but this one and the few that I've kept still have really nice formulas. And this is a really nice color, so I'm gonna keep that one. Okay, Bee's Knees Lacquer, As Above, So Below. Look at that. I'm keeping that. Okay, then we have Orly's Midnight Oasis. This is beautiful. I love this one. I will compare those two. Okay, and then we have Simple Colors Galaxy. Did I come across another one that was similar to this? I'm not sure. Let me set this aside and then off camera I will go through the ones I've already done and see if I came up, because I feel like this looks familiar to me. So let me set this aside and I'll see if I have anything to compare it with. Okay, then we have Kale Cozy in there. I love this one. Keeping that. Okay, Morgan Taylor Breakout Star. Got this one from my friend Julie, so I'm gonna keep that one. Okay, Zoya's Natty. I love this one. I got this one from my friend Laura and it's amazing. It's a navy, but it's got such a unique and interesting undertone. I absolutely love it. It's so beautiful. Okay, then we have Dolish Polish, the Big 10, number 36. This was limited batch for her 10th anniversary, and this one's really pretty. I'll go ahead and keep that one. Okay, then we have Zoya's Song. I'm definitely keeping this one. This one is amazing. So beautiful. I recently did a triplet with Barb and Krista. Okay, then we have Zoya's Yummy. Very pretty. Thinking this is kind of similar to a Bee's Knees Lacquer, the Little Boots one. I'm gonna set this aside so I can find the Bee's Knees Lacquer one and compare them. Okay, then we have Polish for Days Cerebrus. Keeping that one. Just have two more, you guys. Dolish Polish Memento Mori. I'm going to go ahead and keep that one. This one's actually reminding me of that Super Chick, this one. Do you think these two are similar? They're looking kind of similar to me, so I will compare those. Oh, I have a ton to compare, you guys. Okay, last one, Bee's Knees Lacquer, You're Impossibly Blasphemous. I'm gonna keep that one. This one is kind of looking like a night sky polish, but all the other ones have that purple shift, whereas this one doesn't, so I'm gonna keep this one. All right, I'm going to do some comparisons off camera and then come back. I'm probably gonna do the way I did in the last couple videos, where I come back and do it in batches, so I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, I'm back with the first batch. So remember I was saying the Simple Colors Galaxy, that it felt familiar to me? That's because I had set aside the OPI, wanting to see how I felt about the OPI. Now they do look pretty similar. They both have that kind of like inky navy base and then the silver components. However, the Simple Colors, and I didn't top coat anything, so they're all kind of dull, but the Simple Colors is very sparkly. I actually really like the Simple Colors. And then this is the Sapphire Up by OPI. I'm gonna go ahead and keep the Simple Colors because I really like that one. The OPI Sapphire Up, I don't feel strongly about it, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter that one. Okay, then the next grouping was the 90 Armis and then the Believe Beauty Caviar. They both have that kind of inky navy base, and then instead of the silver components of the last two, these have gold components. This one's more of like a gold shimmer, and then this one is gold flakies. I actually really like the 90. I really like how sparkly it is. So I'm gonna keep that one. And then the Believe Beauty, I just feel kind of ho-hum about. That gold shimmer doesn't really show up that well in the nails. Where is it? Yeah, this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and declutter the Believe Beauty. Okay, the next two are the China Glaze and the Orly. I actually thought they were going to be much closer. They're very different. Look at that, you guys. Completely different undertones. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep both of those. Okay, and then the last one on this nail wheel is the LA Colors, what is this one called? The Razzleberry. I do actually like this one. It's very jelly, so it's never gonna build up. However, I do think it's going to be very useful for when I'm trying to dupe blue kind of like crowleys, and then this going on top can give more of that jelly pond effect. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep this one for my duping purposes. All right, the next grouping, I did those 4 kind of rich sapphire blues. The first one is the China Glaze Sapphire Up. This one is the most different of them. This one is very jelly and it's very sparkly. I'm gonna keep that one because I really like that one. It's interesting and unique. Okay, the next one is the OPI Chopstick and Stones. Very different from the China Glaze. And this one is a classic, so I'm keeping that one. Okay, then we have the Kale. That's the next one, that one right here. This one you can see is much different from the other two. It's a completely different tone. It's not as sparkly. It's more of kind of like a soft satin, but it's very different. You can see they're different tones. And then the fourth one, this is Zoya's Gen. This one is most similar to the OPI. So this is the OPI and this is the Gen. Those ones are very similar. I probably don't need them both. However, I do think I'm going to keep them both. Just because the Zoya is the OPI is such a classic, and then the Gen is just a really nice, beautiful, rich blue, and it's a very popular Zoya. So I'm going to go ahead and keep all 4 of those. Okay. Then let's see, I did 4 more on this nail wheel. Okay, the next grouping I did was the Dollish Polish and then the Supernatural Lacquer. They're actually much different, much more different than I thought. I thought they'd be a little bit more similar. First one is the Dollish Polish and then the GABA. They're very different. Their components aren't even very similar. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep both of those. Okay, and then the last one on this nail wheel, I did the Zoya's Yummy and then the Bee's Knees Lacquer. Look at his little boots. They have kind of similar bases, and then they both have, so you can see better. And then they both have gold. The Zoya is more of a gold shimmer, and then the Bee's Knees Lacquer is more gold flakies plus a shimmer. And they're actually very, very different. I mean, I knew they would be different, but I thought maybe they'd have a similar enough feel that I wouldn't need them both. But they're so different that I'm just going to keep them both. All right, let me do the next grouping and I'll be back. Okay, so in this group, I did all of the kind of like inky galaxy polishes, and then I had 1 spot left, so I also did the Fair Maiden's Cyanam. That's this one. I like this. It has a nice formula. I just don't feel attached to it one way or another, so I think I'm gonna let that one go. I think it's pretty, has a nice formula. I just, don't feel that I need to have it, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter that one. Now, for the rest, the galaxy polishes. From here all the way to here. It is so interesting to me how in concept, they're all very similar. A bluey, shifty purple with some kind of like silver sparkle, and yet they are all completely different. Not a single one of them looks even remotely similar to the next one. Some of them are more true purple blue shift like this one. Some of them are more just a straight up blue. Some of them are more just a purple shift. Some of them are sheer jellies like these ones, and then some of them are very opaque. Neither one of them are dupes, and I don't dislike any of them, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep all of them. Let me show you. I'm not gonna name them all. This video is gonna be too long. But we've got all of these, and then these. That really is interesting to me how they're just so very different. All right, one more small grouping. I'll be right back. Okay, I had the final grouping here. So first I did were these 4 kind of like navy inkies with silver components. So the first one is the Cuticula. This one right off the bat is way different than the other 3. This one is the Home is Where the Haunt Is. I really like that one. I'm gonna keep that one. This one actually is platinum flakies. So very different from the other 3, so I'm gonna keep that one. Then the other 3, I really thought that they would be a lot more similar. I know they each have different components, like the Pretty Sears has more of a fine silver glitter. The KB Shimmer has more of chunky silver glitter, and then the Essie, the glitters are, they're more sparse than in the KB Shimmer. So I know that they all have different ratios and, size glitters, but I thought they would feel a lot more similar on the nail, but they actually all have a completely different feel to them. So this is the Pretty Serious, and this one is more just a soft, fine twinkle. And then we have the KB Shimmer, which is more of the chunky glitter throughout. And then we have the Essie, which that one actually is a completely different tone. So I'm actually going to keep all 4. I think I want to move the Essie into my holiday drawer though, because I think this would be really pretty as a like a blue silver mani for the holidays. So I'm gonna keep those. Okay, then I was doing the 2 kind of like foily blues. And I know I initially said that I wasn't gonna compare the other 2 foils by NCLA because they're completely different colors. The NCLA is more like a green, and then the other NCLA is more of a purple. But I wanted to just compare them just because I was comparing all these foils. The first one is the Sally Hansen Navy Wavy, and then we have the Color Department Supernova. These 2 are so similar. Definitely don't need them both. I think I'm going to keep the Color Department because I know Barb and Krista, we each got this together and we were going to do a triplet with it. We haven't gotten around to doing it, but I know there are tentative plans for us to do a triplet, so I might as well just keep this one, and then I will declutter the Sally Hansen. And then the other 2 are clearly different. This one is more green, and then this one is purple. Okay, so I'm going to keep both of those. This I am going to move into my purple drawer though. Okay, then I did the Poetry Cowgirl He Rides at Night. I just did 2 thin coats. I just wanted to see how I felt about the flakies. This is really pretty, and now that I'm so heavily into navy, this will look beautiful over navy undies. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep that one. Then finally, I know I was saying how the OPI Nessie Plays Hide and Seek, that I was gonna keep it because Barb gave it to me, and that I had on my own had already compared it to Zoya's Remy and then Zoya's Charla, and they are different, but I just kept thinking about it and I wanted to compare it again on camera. So this one is Charla, which is very different. This one is Remy, very different from each other. And then this one is the Nessie Plays Hide and Seek. They are quite different from each other. However, the Nessie Plays Hide and Seek is very similar to the NCLA, this one. Which this one, the NCLA, is also very similar to Remy. They are a bit different. The Remy has a lot more of that green shimmer. This one, the Nessie Plays Hide and Seek, and then the NCLA, they are much closer in shimmer particles. They're not nearly as sparkly as the Remy. I definitely don't need them both. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter the Nessie Plays Hide and Seek. I just don't need so many of these polishes that are so similar. All right, so that means I am decluttering, let's see, getting out of the way. 2, 4, 6, I'm decluttering 8, you guys. Let me see if I can hold these all up. Let me show them to you individually. I'm decluttering the Sally Hansen, the OPI, the Hush by L&P, the Little Dollish Polish Mini. So these 4. And then I'm decluttering the Fair Maiden, the OPI Nessie Plays Hide and Seek, and then I'm decluttering the Believe Beauty, and then I'm decluttering the Cuticulus. So I'm really happy about decluttering 8. So if you guys have any comments, leave them down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.